Good evening and welcome to Campbell Now TV, the #1 video news source on campus. I'm Joshua Davis.
And I'm Cassidy McCardle. Last Thursday, around 4:30 p.m., shots were fired at the intersection of Main Street and Winston Drive. The person who fired the shot had just crashed his Jeep Patriot and fired at another passing vehicle. Witnesses reported a man running by their houses after the shots. Later, Harnett County deputies found a shotgun near the crash site. Campbell University assures students of their safety, noting that the incident was not Campbell-related. Witnesses are encouraged to contact the Harnett County Sheriff's Office as this is an ongoing investigation.
Are you interested in becoming a pharmacist? Come out to Maddox Hall January 29th at 9:45 a.m. Here you'll learn a little more about the life of a student pharmacist by attending classes and speaking with students and advisors who will help you gain more insight into the interesting world of pharmacy.
Campbell is hosting a lip sync battle January 29th at 7 p.m. in the Scott Concert Hall. Come out and battle your peers for the title of the best lip singer in Buies Creek. There is also a big announcement at the end that you will not want to miss.
Campbell has had lots of improvements around campus. The biggest one to date is the new addition of our new student union. But right across Academic Circle, you'll see more construction. Our reporter Taylor Deckert has the story.
These halls were once filled with students, but lately they've been filled with construction workers. D. Rich has been temporarily closed for the spring semester due to renovations in Turner Auditorium. It has general education classes scattered all over Campbell University. The surprise renovation of Turner has made it inconvenient for the students and professors. I spoke to students who are tired of being in the dark.
For me, I found out the day of. I got an email from my professor that said, hey, we're holding class in Maddox Hall, which is actually the pharmacy building, which is nowhere related to my criminal law background.
But there's been no notice. We just don't know what's going on, so we're just moving from place to place with no idea what's going on in there.
But there are also students who see the bright side of things.
Renovations are always good, and I'm excited to see everything new that's going to be in there.
Due to those circumstances, classes have been moved to Marshbanks, the basement of Taylor Hall, and Kivett. Some classes have even been relocated to the library.
I feel like it's taken away from me being able to study because that study room is being taken away. But then again, when I'm done with class, I could just go straight upstairs and go to the library instead of having to walk across campus. So there's pros and cons to having it in the library.
Renovations help keep Campbell up to date and give them something fresh and new to look forward to. Follow along with us as the semester continues. I'm Taylor Deckert reporting for Campbell Now. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Taylor. We look forward to seeing what the improvements that Campbell has been making around campus will look like.
Are you struggling to remember everything from those long lectures in class? Don't worry. This week on January 30th from 10 to 11 a.m., Campbell will be conducting a live academic workshop on the power of note-taking. You can find it in room 224 of Wiggins Memorial Library. Join the fun and take your note-taking abilities to a whole new level. Well, we will have more news coming up right after this break.
And we're back. For those that are interested in the athletic training field, you can come on out and learn from some of the best MAT faculty, staff, and current students. Come learn all about athletic training and what this program is all about on January 31st from 6 to 8 p.m.
Have you never been to a professional basketball game? Well, you're going to have the chance very soon. On February 5th, you can sign up to go to a Charlotte Hornets game. The sign-ups will be held in the Wallace Student Center, and they begin at 9 a.m. Don't miss out on your chance to go to Charlotte and see the Hornets play.
Do you like Sundays? Of course you do. That's why you should come out to the Rumley Center on Sunday, February 10th. The event called Sunday Sundays will be held at 3 p.m., so head over there and make yourself a delicious Sunday.
Campbell Wrestling is back to full form as they lead the pack as the frontrunners to be the 2019 SoCon Wrestling Champions. Sunday is the Camels faced off in a packed gym against the returning Southern Conference champs, Appalachian State. The Camels took down the returning champions in their home gym, led by senior Nathan Boston's pin in the first period. In the match, with 4 overtime matches, the Camels were able to close the duel with a win from Andrew Morgan to silence the standing room only crowd. The Fighting Camels will be back on the mat February 3rd as they continue their undefeated duel season against the Citadel.
Camels, come join us as we cheer on the men's basketball team on February 2nd as they play Longwood at 7 p.m. in the John W. Pope Jr. Convocation Center. It's going to be fun and exciting, so be sure to make it. We have more news coming up when we come back. Stay tuned.
And we are back. Camels, we are ready to meet a new member of the football team, Coach Kevin Thompson. He will be coaching the cornerbacks this upcoming year. He came from Texas A&M and is a young coach and will hopefully be a big help to our coaching staff. We are looking forward to meeting you, Coach Thompson.
Police in Indiana are investigating an unusual case of drivers who are way too young to be behind the wheel. Officers in the town of Round Lake Park say 2 students, one 11 years old, the other only 9, showed up in the parents' drop-off lane of their school. It appears that the 11-year-old drove the car. This raised some red flags as teachers and other parents watched an adult get up out of the back seat and back behind the steering wheel. Police say it turns out that the man has a suspended license and the car was apparently stolen. Police are still searching for the suspect now.
A lot of us watch the Super Bowl for the ads, and this year you might notice that one of the game's largest advertisers will sit out during the game. For the first time in the last 11 years, Coca-Cola will opt out of putting an ad on during the Super Bowl. Don't let that fool you, though, as they do plan on playing the ad right before the game. This might not seem like that big of a deal, but Coca-Cola is going to be able to have much more airtime than before for a fraction of the price. Coke plans to have a 60-second commercial before the game, which will cost them anywhere from a couple $100,000 to a couple million. The same ad during the game would cost more than double that. The company says it plans to air the ad right before the national anthem, so stay tuned.
The Super Bowl is this Sunday, and you can join the Office of Spiritual Life for a Super Bowl party at the Campus Ministry House. This event will start at 5 p.m. Join Spiritual Life for some food, games, and of course, football.
A man in New York owns the most expensive home in the United States. He just paid a whopping $238 million for the condo, which takes up 4 floors and a staggering 24,000 square feet. The condo also sits right by Central Park. The massive condo was bought by a house collector who plans to make his home his own private club. Well, that's all we have for Campbell Now TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Cassidy McCardle.
And I'm Joshua Davis. And this has been Campbell Now News. News for camels by camels. Tune in for Wake Up CU on Wednesday morning. Plus, we'll have more news on Wednesday evening.